Coming to you live from international waters, this is Butt Pirate Radio. I'm your host, Wendy Williams, and this is...
Princess Harry.
Nice to have you aboard. Is it they, them, I'm assuming?
Yeah, a.k.a. Harry Wynn.
You look fantabulous.
Thanks.
Such a bad word.
I'm wearing that suit pants skirt you sponsored me on the last episode.
Be tipping the whole way here. But, so, on my way here, I was parked at a light, and the person next to me was fucking blaring country music, like, obnoxiously.
Isn't that the only way to listen to it?
I guess. And they had their windows down and shit.
I feel like you never hear it softly playing, now that I think about it.
The windows are always down because they're too poor to have air conditioning in their car. But the music was so fucking bad.
And when you're drunk driving, you're really warm, too. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you gotta have the windows down, music up to keep you focused. But anyway.
Dude, the music was so fucking bad. I put on an audio recording of a rape, murder, suicide just to fucking drown it out. That's how terrible the song was.
Now, not to read it too far into things, but in a rape, murder, suicide, does that mean that someone is raped, murdered, and then the rapist suicides himself?
Yeah.
That is fucking insane.
It's a baller move.
I don't know if I could think of something more intense.
Let's talk about a checkmate situation.
Yeah, definitely a checkmate situation. King me, dude.
So that ever made me think.
Queen me. Actually, princess me, really. But go on.
That fucking immediately made me think of. So remember that fucking truck that blew up in Gashville on Christmas?
Yeah.
What if actually it was fucking anti-country music fucking demonstration? Dude, and the real motive was never released because they didn't want to, deter future tourists. The guy just fucking hated country.
I like that a lot better than what their explanation was. They were like, yeah, this guy just was...
Yeah, this guy had RV and he blew it up, dude.
To be honest,
happens all the time. Nothing to look into.
That got glossed. I mean, honestly, that might be... Talk about getting glossed over. That might have been the Olympic gold medalist for getting glossed over.
Yeah, that's got the Little Mama Award or whatever. Isn't that like... Isn't she do the My Lip Gloss is Poppin'? That's the Little Mama glossed over, annual glossed over award.
What was it that exploded? Did he have like explosives?
I think that there was
it rigged with...
I shouldn't. Maybe I should spell it out, but I think the two parts. You have FERT short, and then
a little bit of orange juice.
A little glycerin. Icerin, I think maybe might be a better thing.
Very Fight Club of him. We commend that man.
Yeah, that's...
His name?
Meatloaf.
His name was Meatloaf.
R.I.P. So...
R.I.P. to Bob Saget as well.
Stay till the end of this video, where we'll show you exactly how to get your dick sucked for free by a person who's not currently a prostitute. Whenever you want. More ahead later. Stay tuned. So, did you go to church on Easter? I haven't seen you since Easter's.
Only to get my annual blowjob.
Oh, nice, dude. That's if you're gonna go. Was it from a child?
Yeah, he was trying to raise the minimum wage.
I was hoping I was gonna see that kid because I stopped at that.
Fuck me.
Same 7-Eleven on the way here, and if I was just gonna deck him in the face, dude.
That's what I said.
It would have been like a Black and Decker situation.
He would have probably got a job after that.
Oh yeah, they would have probably paid him $5 an hour because that's what a 5-year-old fucking should earn.
Yeah, he'd be making almost as much as Victoria.
Yeah, but my main issue
Where is she, by the way?
I don't know, probably fucking.
Probably fell down the stairs again.
I mean, she's totally not unattended. Left unattended.
Go on, don't lose your train of thought. I'm worrying about her.
She's sleeping.
I think I let her out earlier.
She got a full bowl of water out there, and there's nothing sharp. So
she's free range.
I didn't go to mass on Easter, but instead, what I did do was, I bombed a mosque in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Instead,
amen. Peace be with you.
Of course, to add a little flair, I painted a little, never forget, and spray paint in the parking lot, then took off in a stolen whip. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if it's in the Bible. I think it was Moses, one of the tablets, maybe.
That's that real thick book, right?
I think so. One of the testaments. It says if you blow up a mosque, you don't have to go to mass for Easter.
I think you're good for all. That's all Easter's.
Yeah, and I think you
forward.
can still eat meat on Friday too.
Yeah.
As long as you
Although I do
commit.
enjoy some cod.
It's not bad, but every Friday, come on.
No,
man.
yeah, that's gross. You start to smell.
Yeah, people like used to try to
Start to get gills and shit.
get people
Get wet.
excited about pizza on Friday, but it was really just Little Caesars as a way of like your parents trying to spin being poor.
Shit.
I'm not
Always
saying-
on the inhale.
I'm not saying I haven't been there yet.
And what are we inhaling? Find out.
Speaking of inhaling, so last episode we learned that unfortunately whippets do not enhance one's broadcasting abilities.
Huh?
Whippets do not.
No, I
they-
heard you.
They basically strip all the grease off your brain's wheels, making it extremely hard to get them turning.
To be honest, I always find clarity after like the next day.
Yeah. But maybe you should do just binge whippets. and
No,
then
don't do
next
that.
day-
That's how you
Then
di-
the next day, blast a pod.
Not a bad idea. We might crack the Da Vinci Code.
But so like I noticed, it seems like if you dare to have a halfway decent idea on hippie crack, a light bulb burns out as soon as it appears over your head. Your brain just can't handle it.
I never touch the stuff, to tell you the truth. Well, I mean, I guess you're referring to the paper kind? Or any kind?
Any kind of good idea. You know,
No,
just,
the hippie crack.
hippie crack's another word for nitrous. Or for
Because, all right, I'm sorry, I got that the lingo mixed up. There used to be this paper,
Okay,
you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? It was like K2, but it was like
yeah,
paper.
yeah, I could see that being.
And you'd shred it up like you would shred weed up. Once again, never did it, but that's what they called it. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, yeah, it's a twofer. But yeah, hippie crackhead's kind of a funny term that I don't know if anybody uses.
There's a lot of twofers out there, like the age old dope.
Like,
You know what I mean? Dope is weed. Dope is heroin.
true.
Dope
yeah.
is coke. I think. Right?
I think
Like,
so. I think any
in movies,
any narcotic.
I mean, movies kind of did that
if-
shit. I think the streets probably had it locked to like.
If weed's considered,
No, it's kind of hard to.
if weed's considered dope, then cocaine has to be considered dope or whatever. You said coke, right?
Coke and weed have a weird connection. A lot of people don't like to mix them.
I think they're a good mix.
I think it's fun as fuck.
I like
I
mixing
think it's a good
Adderall and weed.
balance. Yeah, exactly. It's like or even like coffee and weed. It's a similar thing where you're up, but you're you bring it right to the baseline.
From what I hear, I think that's what kratom's like. It's like mixing the two into one.
That is how it has been described in its essence.
Correct.
If you're experiencing it correctly.
Snopes. We took a quick break to check Snopes, and they confirmed that but it does not help reduce COVID symptoms, unfortunately.
What'd you put in that shit?
So, magician never reveals his magic, or whatever the hell it is.
Dang flabbit.
So they say Asians not being able to drive is, a stereotype or racist. Someone even go as far to say that it's racist. But
Not at all.
I recently talked to someone who tried to get car insurance, but couldn't because it was $25,000 a month because they live in Chinatown. It's fucking crazy, right? A car payment a month.
Was it a what kind of car was it?
It was just like a Hyundai Sinatra.
Oh yeah,
Hyundai
that makes
Frank
sense.
Sinatra.
That makes sense. Those are always normally higher, but
They come with the fedora.
that's good.
But like, and especially like, it's not racist. I'm just repeating numbers back.
He is yeah.
And numbers. We all know who crunched those figures. So I'm sure they're conservative.
You know what I was thinking about, which is kind of preposterous, but once again, classic advertising. How many Geico commercials do you think you've seen? Right? Probably more than fucking any other commercial.
Way more than any person should in a lifetime.
And in no point in any of those, I mean, we could probably almost say thousands.
Did they have an Asian driver get into a car accident?
that, my friend. But they
Come
also...
Somebody make that commercial.
Thank you. They also never revealed that you can't even get Geico unless you're a government employee. That's the whole...
Is that true?
That's the whole thing. And in all those commercials,
I thought
they
that was like,
it's like, why are they even advertising? If you worked for the government, wouldn't that just be like your insurance?
Since they work for the government, they probably have a huge advertising budget.
Is
And that's
Geico
why.
a way of gaining more government agency? Who knows?
I don't know. And they got an Australian guy doing the voice. They're paying an Australian
What the
guy.
fuck is that
It's
about?
treason.
That's so distracting.
Treason.
Why are you trying to distract me with an Australian man's...
It's terrible.
Australian giving me insurance on my car? The thing that kills more Americans? I mean, isn't it cars, guns, and heart attacks? Isn't that pretty much the top three?
Yeah.
I think that's the top three for death in America. Car accident, somebody shoots you, or your
heart attack. I think heart attack is one.
Heart gives, it attacks, it has to fucking take a break.
Yeah. I'm sure
That's how I'm gonna go. It's in my genes. This bitch is just gonna burst one day, and you know what? Fucking can't wait, bitch. I'm gonna give it all back.
Just empty your pockets.
I'm gonna in my will. It's all going to.
You know how people, if they when they, give people their shit in a will.
It's going to the fan club.
I wonder if like Bill Gates is like notoriously not giving his family any of his money. So instead of a will, they call that a won't.
Maybe they call it a bill.
Maybe they call it a won't.
Oh, you know what I mean?
I guess they could.
His name's Bill.
A William.
It's a Bill.
Yeah,
move.
A William.
But yeah. A won't.
Both
a won't is
work.
better. No, a won't
Both
is
work.
better. He leave you anything in the will? He actually left a won't.
He just drew a picture of a middle finger on a piece of paper, and that's all.
It's like I would have rather him rape, murder, suicide me than fucking hit me with that.
Yeah.
That kind of blow.
I think if you see Bill Gates fuck, you die.
Jesus, mother of mercy. I'd rather once again, you just named another thing that I would rather not see over the. I'd rather watch the Juicy Smollett rape than that go down.
All I heard there was Nazi. And do go on. No.
Ooh. God.
So, all right.
Hey, say what you want about the Nazis. Those guys knew how to dress.
Nobody has ever contested that.
No.
So now I'm a little hesitant to bring this up because I don't want you to get jealous. But
all right, I'm gonna do my best.
You're even welcome to join me on my journey if you want.
All right.
And it's real if I'm using gay slang terms like that.
That is true, though. Okay, I'm here.
So
I'm here. I'm queer.
I was thinking about taking a crack at becoming a softcore porn star. That's arguably like the most coveted profession there is for a man.
Really?
Because you get to pretend to pound out hot chicks.
Wait.
You don't ever have to show your dick on camera.
Wait. When? I honestly, for the folks at home and anyone listening, don't laugh at me, but also laugh at me. I'm a little embarrassed. You're telling me in every softcore porno, they don't actually... I thought they just don't show the penetration. They don't fuck?
I'm pretty sure that dude's wearing like a banana hammock and just smashing his soft...
I don't know.
Fabric-covered dong into her.
And they're making the faces and doing all that?
It's all fake, yeah. It's like the wrestling.
I just thought they just don't show it.
Nope.
That is good acting. I mean, I was watching on Cinemax, which is probably like the highest caliber for softcore.
Yeah, I think so.
For sure. I mean, they call it Skinemax.
But so that leads
maxed out.
That kind of leads me to my next point. So then, after
I'm a big fan of softcore. So.
No, that was a decent segue. So, after you pretend to pound out some hot chick on camera, then afterward, after you finish fake fucking, you just go over to your coworker. You just hit them with a. We should probably do that for real, to practice for the next time we pretend to bang. So you always have that in your holster.
You really sparked my thoughts. Like, how come nobody from the softcore porn community ever transcended into like a major motion picture? Because I'm telling you,
there's no softcore porn stars. I'm gonna fucking break that barrier, dude.
Dude,
be the best. I'm gonna be the best.
You start there.
Pretend.
Next thing you know, you're one of those guys. You know what I'm talking about. You're fucking gonna be like Eli Albertson. Sounds like a fucking guy, doesn't it?
Eli Einstein.
Dude, you're gonna be like fucking Jeff Schmo.
But all right, so
the third.
I'm gonna. I think that's a pretty strong line to practice for the next time we pretend. But so then, eventually, I think I'd perpetuate some sort of false superstition.
Do you mind if I just put on some softcore porn in the background while we continue this?
Victoria,
at
the break.
The softcore.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're going to have to deal with her masturbating.
No, it's just input. 6.
Yeah, but she watches that. She's gonna
Input
start,
69.
if she starts watching that, she's gonna start jacking off.
You know, I keep segueing like fucking Paul Blart. Go on.
All right,
She's gonna start jacking.
So I'm gonna
I'll lay a tarp down.
all right, so I think eventually I'm going to perpetuate some sort of false superstition. You know, whilst we're standing around the water cooler.
Whilst. And I believe you mean the water cooler.
The water cooler. So
it's fucking weird of you to say it that way, but all right.
I apologize. I'll say I recently heard that there's this old superstition that if you don't actually smash or get smashed by the person that you pretend to have sex with, it's like 4 years ago Chinatown car insurance rates. Or like 18 months of bad luck.
Dude. And if you can't afford that shit, what happens?
Don't have a cop ever pull behind you.
Is that how all these people keep dying by cop? They got the Chinatown insurance payment just burning a hole in their ass.
Could be there's like I'm going to jail. I don't
they
even
get
have
caught with the
coverage.
fucking the left turn signal out, and next thing you know, pop. Wow. Buyer beware. Also, how much are these Chinese people making to just be living in Chinatown like that?
Yeah,
I have so many questions.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of San Francisco. It makes sense because it I think the cheapest house you can get in San Francisco is like $15 million.
Who no one ever mentions like how like it's like, oh, the Chinese, they could never infiltrate. Well, how come there's a Chinatown in every major city?
Right,
They've already they're here.
There is, yes.
They're here. They're here in the poorest version. They're here in the high caliber Lamborghini. You know, I seen a chrome Lamborghini with a 16-year-old Chinese kid in it once. I'll never forget.
If you were to have 5 minutes in a American Chinatown
and just know how to drive.
Chinatown, regular Chinatown in China, you probably wouldn't be able to even tell the difference.
No. I mean, I would assume in China it's like no rules. It's like Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
But like here it's like
but just don't say anything about
bread.
The government or Mao or call Xi Jinping Winnie the Pooh. Can't. Those are like the three main.
You should definitely stay out of China. They'll have you filleted and fried up like a goose.
And that's the thing. As soon as
you'll think you're alone. You'll think you're just in the bathroom, and you'll say something, and you'll just get sucked through the fucking toilet like Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
Yeah.
Well, he got sucked through a golf hole, but you get me.
Yeah. Which it doesn't even make any sense.
Big ups to you of them.
So,
which doesn't even make any sense.
The car insurance, but what about health insurance? Do you think softcore porn stars get health insurance? Have health coverage?
Well,
through
no,
work?
They're not risking anything.
But if they're unionized, they have to have more than 50 employees.
No, they're like modeling. So like, what could they be at risk for? Why would they even need? I mean, I guess they're probably insured by the agency.
Right, exactly. If you have more than 50 employees,
yeah, like if they're worth something, like they got to keep them safe. They got to fly them, business class. They got to get them.
You're mandated by the government. If you have 50 employees, you have to. Health insurance has to be provided. Option has to be provided by the company.
Oh, okay. But you're.
So with softcore porn,
what if softcore porn? What if we
there's
find
so
out,
much production involved in it? You know what I mean? Because it's shown on television. It's the only porn that's really shown.
What if there was like some sort of loophole, and this is why they don't want you to look into Geico, because Geico was really doing car insurance for softcore porn and maybe even hardcore porn,
and that's why you get the breaks. What about softcore child porn? and we're back. Hey, it's terrible, but I will argue more humane than regular.
Yes,
CP.
With the recent facts that we've been endowed with, I would have to say, I guess I feel a lot better about it. I'm like, no, you got to understand, they're not actually.
But that's a great example of most of my arguments. I say something like that, and everyone people like, turn this guy off.
No, I mean, because at that point, softcore porn is more comparable to a drama, like a theater play, as hardcore porn would be, wildly different. If you went to see a Broadway show, and there was like a DP cream pie, nipple pinch, gangbang, butt fuck, sideways, salamander slander. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Dude. Like just for instance, just something regular.
So, what if you had the ability to draw such high quality child CP. That dude, listen, hear me out. That you could draw such high quality CP that it looked real. So you had the ability to create it with your hands.
You're saying this is how we solve the problem?
No, I think this is just a funny idea. So
is this how we?
The person can draw it where it looks like a picture. So the government finds out about that, and then he has to register his hands as weapons. They put him in like a straitjacket in jail because it's like all the pedophiles would just flood him with commissary money.
Can't even smoke his motherfucking blood.
His hands are lethal weapons for.
Oh.
Where do you draw the line?
I could see that on Fox News tomorrow. Just like, police have arrested a man for having crazy hands. This man's hands are responsible, and they're like, these images may be graphic, and it's just all these drawings.
This guy had bookshelves and bookshelves filled with CP, but his hard drive totally clean. It's an anomaly.
Yeah, nothing we could tie him to digitally. However, his written catalog is quite extensive. It parallels the likes of J.K. Rowling. There are volumes.
After discovering this, we have a pretty good hunch that maybe 60 to 70% of all CP is actually fake and just drawn by this guy.
C.P. Rowling.
Yes, hell's yes, dude.
There's nine editions. There might even be more. The
Chronicles of
Beasts. The Chronicles of
the Softcore Chronicles
of your ass
of pizza.
Yeah. Pizza pie. Oh, like a pizza pie in your eye.
Kind of speaking of pizza, that term. So, when people are losing money, they always like to say, "Yeah, I'm losing my ass."
Mm-hmm.
We leave. I'm losing my. So if I've ever investments of mine pay off, I'm gonna start saying, "Oh, I'm finding my ass over here." just really discovering it for the first time. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, yeah, what's going on with Mike? He's in a hell of a good mood. He just found his ass.
I can't believe this whole time I've just had his ass back there. I was really finding it. You wouldn't believe me. See my bank account?
You wouldn't believe what's in this ass. All sorts of goodies and treasures. Oh my lord.
Yeah, that's
You just like an infomercial for like someone who like will teach you how to find your ass. Like, yeah, my name's Mark. I've really been finding my ass this past year,
and recently filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, like
you've been looking to find your ass.
I got fired from the post office and no longer have Geico, and I really just been trying to find my ass. Like, things have been incredibly different ever since I found my ass.
His wife's fucking
ass finders. That would be like or would that be a little too?
That'd be a good dating, and not even a dating app, a hookup app, where it's like
cut to the chase.
A chick that you want to just try prostate shit with, but that's the only. You got to sign an NDA, all this type of shit. It kind of we kind of touched. It's
also
an evolution of something we talked about earlier.
Pegging's got to be in there too, or is it? Or would that be a different?
What did I say?
Just the.
I feel like it's kind of the same thing.
Either
but
or.
I don't know. Yeah.
Either or.
I guess yeah.
You negotiate that further once you're there.
Like it's like male butt play, specifically that app. So do you say the?
Gosh darn it!
Pay attention at all to the Johnny Depp Amber Heard defamation case.
Not all the attention, but I'm aware. I'm aware of a few of the hot points, I think.
All right, well, I bet you Jussie Smollett is watching it thinking, what the fuck is this? Why does everyone fucking believe him? And not me. I'm a better actor than him. Ask anybody. I bet if I was a straight white male, I would have fucking won my court case. Fucking racist ass system.
Yeah. Dude, there really was nothing funnier than him acting like they were going to suicide him.
Yeah. But sorry, what were you, like,
I got dog shit on my rollerblade. Fucking slipped. Scraped my goddamn elbow.
Raspberry. Imagine if you got a raspberry paper cut. Might as well just pack it in.
What do you mean by that? Like on your belly?
I don't even know. Just anywhere. That just seems to be paper cuts.
What's a raspberry paper cut?
Like a raspberry when you skid your shit.
Oh, that's a raspberry?
Or a strawberry. I think that's a raspberry.
I thought that's when someone blows on your belly, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Fuck.
You know when someone does that when you're like a baby? Or like,
I don't know. Well, earlier Victoria said that if she got a raspberry when I threw her down, and she fucking scraped her leg off.
Got me a goddamn raspberry.
That's what her mom says. Sometimes you got to get rough with her.
Also, what was up with the whole caveman thing? The Geico. I have to keep going back to
so
Geico.
Easy.
Just caveman?
So easy.
I enjoyed it.
That a caveman could do it. That was the whole fucking idea.
Mm.
But back to real quick to what I was saying.
Working for the government is so easy a caveman can do it. Is what they were saying.
We should check. I'm not sure if Geico's a government.
No, dude, it is. That's why it starts with a G.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Dude, I fucking already looked into it. You think
All right,
I would lie? All right, you're right. We can fact check me later, but
even though I think we did say we fact checked it, so we're gonna ride that out. We're gonna stick with that. We're gonna stick to our guns.
And we're back.
Like Russiagate, we're gonna stick to our guns. We know it's been debunked, but it fucking happened.
And really, we need to get back to the topic at hand. This interview, hasn't been the normal interview that people are used to, but I think that's what makes you so different.
I'm trying to have more of a. With you coming out as a trans princess, I don't want to step on your toes. I want you to just feel
don't step on anything.
As comfortable
unless I ask you to.
As comfortable and open as possible.
Nigga. It's
you trans ass.
Nigga. It's thank you.
You trans ass white.
Nigga. Mm.
And I mean that as a compliment.
I accept that. It is owed twice over, if not more. And furthermore, I think you kind of look more of a man than most men. To be honest with you.
Fuck yes, dude. That might be the biggest compliment I've ever received.
Yeah.
And it's documented.
Mm.
So hey, Dad, suck my dick. my fofo make sure all your kids don't grow. It's a suicide joke.
My gosh. We're just.
So, dude, speaking of things that are cool, so it's so fucking cool and sexy that fucking Elon Musk and Chelsea Manning are Eskimo bros.
Dude, that is cool and sexy.
If Grimes, really wanted to fuck with Musk, all she'd have to do is make a public statement that says Chelsea Manning has the best dick out of all the people she's been with. Especially since that's just basically right on par with the everything else that she says is about that level of craziness anyway.
The best dick award goes to.
When she fucks my wannabe robot vagina, I feel like that's Gold Grimes' whole thing. She's like, man, I just wish I was a fucking robot.
Yeah, she wants to be Ex Machina.
Whatever. I'll have to fact check you on that later.
That's a movie that you should. Once again, that's a movie you should watch. I mean, maybe it's a movie you should watch, but maybe it's not. But it's a pretty dope movie. I bet Elon must enjoy it. It's not. You were saying it wrong. Just like
okay, yeah.
It's must.
Is that big facts? So when I took my dog to the mall for his birthday speedball, which consists of going for a car ride, at WALK.
His afro's looking nice.
At WALK, which ends with getting him gourmet dog treats. So I heard some chick say, when I let them all say big facts, and I fucking physically shuddered.
In the dog place?
No, at the mall.
Just in passing.
The mall, just in passing.
Yeah, the malls are like that nowadays.
Caucasian bitch said big facts, and I feel like I shuddered like I just ripped a long-awaited piss. It's like involuntary.
I think you felt it deep down in your soul.
Terrible.
You were you're like, I agree, big facts.
I don't think so. I hate some women are not aware of that.
Sounding
like a guy, using guy slang is so unattractive.
Oh, dude, it really is the word. It's
no cap. If a chick says dude. Bet, dude.
Yeah, it's bet, no cap.
Straight.
Hella.
Straight, yes.
Holy shit! If I hear a hella.
Yeah, straight big facts. That's just gross, dude. No cap, fucking bet. That's just fucking.
Yeah, hell, I'll say those things from time to time, but it's usually sarcastically.
Yeah, only time if I ever say bro, it's only done ironically. It's the only time I've ever said bro. No, just BRO. That's.
Almost lit my goddamn
or
mustache
swag.
on fire.
Swag.
Yeah,
Swags only used
all those have got to
ironic.
go. I actually try and break myself of saying like shit like that, because then you just, when you're feeling lazy, you say it, and then like you say it like when people are like, chief, boss, anything I can do for you, boss? It's like, hey, listen, I'm buying a fucking pack of cigarettes. I'm not your boss. Don't fucking
Yeah, that's the worst one.
ring me up. Tell me have a nice day.
I'm not even kidding. I'd have people that would vouch for this. You hear that revolution of people starting to use the word chief, ironically. I'm not kidding. I started that.
I mean,
I use that like
that's about it. Whenever someone says something like that, it's brazen. I don't know how that could be.
it's controversial, and if you have an issue, come and fucking see me in these streets.
Listen, you're a strong black woman. I'm sure you'll get your point across. And
like I'm a chick wearing one of those flower bandanas. Come find me.
And when I find you, you know what's gonna happen, right?
Fuck me in my ass.
No, I was gonna actually ask you to sign a petition. What's the difference, really? Or
Basically,
a contract, I guess, would be more so, but a petition,
equally as threatening. So the other day, have you ever seen this look? It's mostly fucking white dudes.
White dudes.
Fucking dumbass fucking white people. You see, a white dude cuts his sleeve off his shirt and wears it on his head like a fucking bandana.
Dude, if you're still doing that.
Dude, what the fuck is that about, dude?
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I saw it a couple days ago somewhere.
Where were you?
I don't
Well, we can't even disclose no information.
So like,
we're closed.
So how does that even like?
I don't know,
we're
man.
Putting her shirt on.
It's resourceful, but it just doesn't look right.
They get like
If
their
we're
shirt
being-
stuck, putting it over their big fucking dumbass head.
And then they just say fuck it.
Like put it on the wrong way, and they couldn't get it off.
I
so they
love
had to
that
fucking
explanation.
cut it
That
off.
explanation is way better than what probably really happened.
Like it has. It's equally as bad as white dude in a do rag.
But not equally, because I would rather take the white dude in the do rag.
I guess.
If we were in some like do or die situation,
I guess, yeah.
If we got like enclosed, in a building or in like we had to survive, and we were in a group of strangers, would you want there to be a white guy in a do rag, or would you want there to be a white guy with a sleeve on his head? Come on, the do rag guy knows something.
Yeah,
he knows something.
Yeah,
he's gonna have something skillful. It might be something random. He might know how to pick a lock or like fly a plane, or maybe neither of those things. That's probably far fetched. But you don't know. You don't know.
Maybe the latter, probably more likely.
I have a friend who doesn't wear a do-rag, but was probably of that caliber, and he's flying planes. So
yeah, well, I'm just saying most people in do-rag are probably more likely can pick a lock.
But once again, we are saying a white guy in a do-rag. It's nothing against the do-rag. It's the
white guy in a do-rag. Yeah,
he doesn't need to have
I
one
have a
on.
hard time believing a white guy in a do-rag has the financial means to take pilot
Can I be
lessons.
honest? I
Unless
wore
it's
a do-rag.
Unless it's Eminem, no white dude can afford to take pilot's lessons.
COVID, the lockdown of COVID in the heat of it got so weird. I was wearing do-rags I got at the dollar store around the house. But I'm also not like the whitest guy ever. I mean, I guess that's up for you to decide, but not you, but the universe.
I was cutting pants legs off my fucking pants and wearing them.
We're all fucking
all over my shoulder.
You know what I mean? We're all doing something.
And I was just walking around just saying to everybody I came across.
That would be funny to be known in your neighborhood, like, yeah, he's all right. He doesn't mean any. He just says it. That's just you just walk around like occasionally just.
Tourette's just lie and say
out.
you have Tourette's. Just use the N-word, just the N-word. Kind of be like, yo, what's up, man? I got Tourette's, dude.
I mean, they'd probably. There's no way you've proven that or not. You don't have like a card. Right, you're just gonna have to try your luck.
Somebody's like, all right, well, let's take you to a doctor.
Or like, hey, my cousin's a doctor. Hold on, he's right over here filling up some Sprite. I wonder if Jordan Peterson's ever been to a strip club. That'd be amazing. Just imagine his commentary in like an Atlanta strip club.
I feel like
yeah, these fucking boobs are. I can't even. What am I doing? I can't do a JP right now. Oh, can you do a Canadian? Could you do him?
You guys should be a little easier with putting out with the guys, the fellas that aren't so good looking.
Okay,
they're really struggling out there.
I thought he was going to be easy to do. It's not that.
I got them cleaning their rooms because you guys aren't having sex with them. It's like Jordan Peterson and Harlan Williams. Both Canadian. both equally unappealing.
Dude, I think
I'm done.
we have horrible impersonations. I think. We'll let the people decide.
I'll keep like half of those, but it's good to have.
Yeah, it's okay. Did you want to mention Disney?
It's fun to do, though.
Yeah, for sure. Did you want to mention Disney?
Oh, they lost their tax exemption. They're about to fucking. It's about
Disney
damn time.
They lost their tax exemption.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy about how fucking like left leaning they are, and that's like about high taxes, heavy taxes, and then now they're getting taxed and they're throwing a fucking temper tantrum.
Yeah, as if they couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
fucking handle it.
They're all crying at the park.
Fucking
all the princesses, mascara's running like they'll sucked 1,000 dicks.
Yeah. All the machines are fucking malfunctioning and fucking...
Like their throats just sucked 1,000 dicks.
Dude, well, there was that video of that girl in the Mickey Mouse,
sex club?
That's a whole nother topic.
Strip club.
That's a whole nother episode.
Strip club.
No, she was in the costume and this angry fan, whatever.
The burlesque.
This girl, she knocked her head off and then this girl beat the shit out of her. But anyway, family fun, have you ever been to Disney World? That's the one in Florida. The land is in L.A.
Yeah, I've been to both.
Oh, really?
Bi-coastal. No, unfortunately not bisexual.
Yeah. I know. Me too. I wish.
Boy, do I envy those people.
I do too. We do. We're not even joking. That's real shit. We talk about it.
Yeah.
We talk about it with our grandmamas.
There's no shame. No shame in that game.
Yeah. We don't, but yeah, I was in Disney World for 9/11.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
I was in Disney World in Florida when 9/11 happened, and I didn't even know.
The happiest place on earth. If you're going to hear that news,
it was weird.
If you're going to hear that news, that's the place to hear that news.
Yeah, I was not fazed. Like everyone else, I was like, "What's
rejoice?"
I said, I was like, everyone's very distraught. There's Goofy. I got like Skittles in my pocket. You know what I mean? I got like Willy Wonka, rare candies. That was by far. I don't remember much. I was real young, but the coolest thing was they had like Willy Wonka's candy shop or whatever. But it was, it was like a gymnasium-sized room full of candy. It was just this you couldn't look at all the candy in this room. You couldn't even decide.
Yeah. You don't even know what it is yet. You're a kid. You walk in that room, you just start coming. So much candy.
I've always wanted to walk in a room like that, but with drugs. You know?
See people with Down syndrome just fucking those things that unscrewing the tops and sticking their dicks
Victoria's,
inside.
They were just humping a gumball machine.
You're like, the candy things that you stick the scooper in.
Yeah, oh yeah.
These are just sticking their Down syndrome. People just fucking them.
They're just fucking.
Like their sexual orientation, dude, is fucking candy. And they fill the shit out of job application.
Dude, that's my orientation. I shit you not. I love some sweets.
And we're back. You heard about Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter?
Yeah.
I guess word on the street is that his real motivation for purchasing Twitter is so he can blast ends worry-free on a platform that he owns.
Who's gonna stop him?
He couldn't. It's like
he's leading the revolution.
He could be, but I think
I get why Joe Rogan loves him so much.
There you go. That's all makes sense.
Wow,
it's like really fucking national treasure or whatever.
Dude, he's gonna let Trump out. They're all gonna be saying it together.
But so like
imagine if that's just a threat of them adding each other, just typing it out.
Imagine Trump comes back and his first minute's like, "Yo, I'm back."
Nigga.
If Trump said that,
and it tags Obama, he's like, "Hey, yo, I'm back."
If Trump said that on TV, to be honest, I would honestly be like barricade myself in my basement.
But so the other thing,
I'm just kidding.
So I think that, but there's more to blast the end. So Musk is born in South Africa. Even though being white, I guess he quietly has always felt entitled to the word from being from Africa.
How do we know this?
This hearsay.
I thought we don't do hearsay.
Professional speculation.
How would anybody know that?
I don't agree with the logic, or this is what people are saying. This is what I hear. This is what I heard. This is what people are saying. So, I don't agree with the logic of the feeling of entitlement with.
Nigga.
But so, coming just for the sake of conversation, the part that I think is actually worth discussing is, do you think that the $54 billion, $54 billion price tag to say
Nigga?
is a little too high, way too high, or appropriately priced? That's the question that that's what nobody's asking.
You know, that's maybe one of the hardest hitting questions I've heard all night. What was that price again?
$54 billion.
And where does the money go?
To people that own Twitter now. All right, that's it for this week. Join us next week when we'll be discussing new pictures of Benjamin Franklin's dicks has recently surfaced. So we're just going to go over that. You know, I always thought of something so funny, dude. What if you had, like, a teacher wanted to, do something kinky for their honeymoon, like, or for an anniversary, and so she wanted to have sex in her classroom. And she teaches, like, 8th graders, 9th graders. So she had projections made explicit projections made of herself to put on the screen while they're fucking in the room. And she forgets about them. They go to school the next day. She turns on the projector. It's just the projection.
She's like, oh, geez, where did these come
Of her
from?
husband fucking her.
It's like somebody dropped a bunch of baseball cards. She's like trying to pick them up. She's like, oh my God, no.
Some of the kids are grabbing it.
Yeah, somebody picked one up. Oh, sweet.
That we got that one in at the buzzer.
Bing.